Dear brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ, today we celebrate the feast of St. James the Apostle, who is known as St. James the Greater, in order to distinguish from James the Just, one of the relatives of the Lord, who later becomes the first bishop of Jerusalem. James the Apostle was the brother of St. John, one who is mentioned in today's Gospel passage, as they came together with their mother, asking the Lord for the special favor. We are all familiar of the context in which it takes place. The Jewish belief was that the coming of Messiah as a mighty king of the mold of David would one day restore the kingdom of Israel. In fact, there are several situations when Christ would hide from the crowd because they even forced him to become their king. So the perception of the mother and other disciples was the same. But Christ reminds that his kingdom is not of following any leaders or rulers of the world. If they are to expect for it, they would be disappointed. In fact, the Lord makes it clear that disciples have chosen a life of struggle with plenty of sufferings and challenges. They have to carry the heavy responsibility of the cross. If you look at the life of St. James, that is what we notice. He endured suffering and became a faithful follower of the Lord, carrying out the mission entrusted to him. According to the apostolic traditions, he went to spread the faith to distant lands like Spain. He endured many suffering and was first to be martyred among the disciples. He was beheaded by King Herod to please Jewish people to gain favor with the Jewish religious groups. We see the same with all the other apostles too. They move from their desire to position, power, fame, and worldly satisfaction to accepting the Lord's cup of suffering courageously, devoting themselves to bear witness to Christ. As seen in the first reading, all of us have received this great treasure from Christ. This would not be taken away unless we reject it or we run away from it. There may be moments in our lives when we desire for positions, power, authority, and luxury of life. But true realization of God's calling would invite us to genuine transformation. The feast that we celebrate and the readings of today pinpoint this aspect: to go beyond the earthly merits to inherit heavenly glory. Our call is a precious treasure. Let us find the worth of it not in earthly matters, but in Christ's mission. Amen.